Yo, what is up, guys? This is my boy King Marth.
What's up?
We just out here chilling.
Yo.
So we're making a Marth matchup chart today, a little collab. My name is Omega. You can follow me on Twitter, OmegaSSBU. And I have a YouTube. It's just Omega. It has the Omega symbol, if you could link that in the description.
Oh yeah, he's pretty good, Marth. He's really good, Marth. So like, I'd say we're around the same level. He might be just a tiny bit better, but you know, you could learn something from both of us, probably. Like, yeah. So we've been playing Marth for quite some time, and we're gonna go over what Marth's worst matchups are his best matchups. I haven't made an MU chart before. Most of this might be experience, or some of it might be opinion, but I'm gonna do the best I can here. I have really bad opinions, but you know, everyone has different opinions. Okay, there. This is perfect. Alrighty.
Looks spicy.
So we can go against. We can start with the first character here, Mario. Mario. Pause. Okay.
Disclaimer. These are our opinions. We can discuss it in the comments below. Please be ethical. Please, keep a level head.
If you think you have a valid argument, yo, feel free to drop it. You know, we'll have a full-out discussion. We like talking about these things.
Discussion.
Yeah, for real. And don't just be a Marth main and talk about it. Like, I don't want no Mario coming out of nowhere who's never played Marth in his life, and he's like, yo, this is a terrible matchup. Because you ain't know nothing.
Marth, for the majority of the characters, it's the same matchup position as Lucina. Honestly, like, the only real differences might be Greninja, but even then, that's very
I don't
slight.
think that. Like, some matches, I think, like, Marth does way better. Like, for example, Heavies, I feel like Lucina does a lot better than Marth does against Heavies.
Some people actually say the opposite sometimes.
Yes, that's where opinion comes in, bro. Like, this really, there is no perfect matchup chart. So Mario, here is going to be an advantage for Marth. I don't know where I'm going to place him yet, but Mario does have a lack of range, and Marth has range, so outranging Mario is not a big deal. The only thing you'd have to focus on Marth is not letting Mario get in there and get those combos, obviously, and that's why you just outspace him. The one thing you do,
combo game.
Exactly, incredible combo game. So the one thing you have to watch out for Mario is the fireball, because that's what he's going to be doing the whole match, trying to catch you with the fireball. Because as soon as you get hit with that fireball, he's going to go for a grab, and then that's where you get comboed to death. So that's pretty much the biggest thing you have to worry about Mario. There's like a few options you could take to get out of it. You could take a roll, a parry, or a jump, but jump is still pretty punishable. So is roll. So at that point, Mario just kind of had to take a guess and see where it goes. And if he guesses wrong, well, you're safe again, and he's gonna go back to spamming fireballs.
One thing I learned in this matchup is Mario is gonna press a lot of buttons. You're gonna think you want to press a lot of buttons to contest with him, but no, you need to slow the pace down a little bit, like see what he's gonna do, and then outrange him and whiff punish him, even though he has almost no lag. I mean, he does.
If he's really in there, the only other thing you can do is up B, but it doesn't work all the time. Is definitely an advantage for Marth.
I could see it +1 or 2, either one.
+1 or 2, definitely. Right now, I'm just gonna place him in +2. Yeah. Alright, so we're gonna go to the next one. Donkey Kong. Definitely believe it's an advantage for Marth. One is because he can counter recovery. It makes it really hard for Donkey Kong to recover onto stage. As well as Nair to F Smash confirm is much easier to land. The thing is about like heavies against Marth that it's hard. The sours don't work all the time. At least what I experienced. Like a sour fair won't really work. Like they can kind of mash out of it because sour does struggle with like weak hit stun. It has like terrible hit stun. It has barely anything. So usually they can mash out of it. So
Yeah, at that point, honestly, if you get like a for most heavies, actually, let's start with Donkey Kong because we're on Donkey Kong.
Yeah, right.
In this matchup, it snowballs either way. The real determination of this matchup, in my opinion, is who wins in the first stock, who gets the first stock,
How?
and if you can keep that lead.
Oh, right, because you have to, then you can just react, right? If you're in the lead.
Yeah, because then it's hard for him to get the momentum back, and...
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, that is true, because, like, it's hard to approach Donkey Kong, you know?
Yeah, same thing with Marth.
That
like
huge range that you got. Yeah, that is true.
Yeah. The major thing that determines this matchup to be slight advantage, in my opinion, is that Marth has a more punishing advantage state than Donkey Kong does, and he can edgeguard him.
Right.
Well, Donkey Kong can't.
Right.
Donkey Kong can grab, and he can throw Marth at a really bad angle, but that's the extent that he can do, really. Not all the time, but most of the time.
Yeah, I feel you. Yeah, I'll definitely think Donkey Kong's good at like +1.
Yeah.
Definitely. Alright, so now we're going to Link. Link is just, as we know, projectile characters are pretty hard to deal with for swordies because they have more range than swordies do, which kind of gives them a hard time. So that's like that's all like I know. I don't really know much like about Link.
So I played a couple of Links, and I used to actually be a Link main. By the way, Link has the best down B in the game. Don't argue with me. Link, yes, he can keep you out, but if you get in, you can counter his recovery, you can combo him for days. He's a little bit heavy, but he isn't, Bowser heavy, so...
Like, I can fight Link more than I can, like, young Link.
Yeah, because Link is a little bit slower, he has more startup and end lag frames.
I can literally play reactive against Link, which is Marth is pretty good at. But, like, young Link, it's, like, almost impossible. Because, like, all his moves are coming out really fast at you. With that range, too. Yeah. But, Link is definitely an easier projectile to play against. Not completely easy, but easier.
+2 above Mario, in my opinion.
+2 means Marth has advantage. I think it's, like, disadvantage.
You do?
Small disadvantage, yeah. That's what I believe. Because it is a projectile character. That's what's one thing that swordies struggle against the most. Just any swordie in general.
They struggle to get in. They don't necessarily struggle with the whole entire matchup.
Right, but Marth has sours. He has to get in. He has to get those sour combos. If not, he's just doing tippers and then pushing them away. But that's really it.
But when you push them away, guess where you're pushing them closer to? The ledge, which means they have to get through the lag, like the hit lag.
That's true.
And so you're closer to them, so you're cornering them, or they're off stage. You're like, okay, they're off stage. And what does Marth do against Link? Down B. Or, forward air, and then just gimp him.
Like, I'll just keep him here, or even, we're just gonna keep Link right here. In my opinion.
Yeah, this is your list, so.
Yeah. Alright, and Samus they're also projectile characters. Bad for Marth, but they do have like the longest body ever. So like comboing sours is really easy. Like I've never found it like really difficult to combo Samuses like that. Their sours work really well against them. And you can really get those tipper confirms a lot easier than you can like smaller characters like Pikachu and all that. The one thing that I have a problem with finding Samuses is down B and grab. It's like they're a lot to deal with.
Down B is kind of a little bit hard to get around.
For real, honestly, that down B gives me the hardest time. Like if somebody's spamming it, it's like I have the most terrible time. Like
the best way to do it is to go and try to hit it at the side, not necessarily up, because they can still move around when they do it, so it's a 50-50 if you hit them on the side. Sort of like a Joker gun down when he's in disadvantage, something like that.
Right.
Samus is I feel like the same concepts as Link, except the projectiles aren't.
The projectiles aren't the threat. It's more like the grab, because that grab can do like a lot.
But like, I was gonna say the projectiles, like Link, his boomerang, he can angle up and down, so he has more range with it. Arrows is like charge up, but a little bit faster, and less damaging. But they can still get Marth. But for Samus, missiles shield them, and if you get grabbed, you get grabbed. Just
right,
be smart.
It's barely anything you do. And on top of that, like he can use it as like an aerial. He can use it just like to stun you in the air, like just a jump grab. If you've seen that, that's pretty good too, because it's like way longer range than my sword. He's just a zoner, another zoner for Marth to deal with, and it's pretty tough matchup. But because of like the easier combos to land him on because of their long body, I could say this is like slight disadvantage or even. But I'm gonna put him a slight disadvantage, I think.
Okay, so
same with this.
Like I said, I think that Link is is +2. But for Samus, I actually think it's +1 because, again, Samus, the Zair is a little bit annoying, and the grab.
Right.
Yeah, that's like most of it, but okay.
Definitely. Okay, so Kirby is like nobody believes in my opinion for Kirby, but I think Kirby's a disadvantage against Marth. Yeah, it may be like easy to knock out or whatever, but because of Kirby's floating abilities and he's able to like maneuver out of the way any way he wants to, he just has so much float. It just kind of makes it difficult for Marth to be able to get him because of his floating ability. Just like Jigglypuff, like sometimes it's hard to catch Jigglypuff, especially if they're camping around floating, because Kirby knows he will get knocked out by Marth easily, especially with one single tipper. So they know, okay, I can't really approach like that. So they abuse that and they start camping really hard. That's pretty hard, at least for me, from when I was playing against. He's also a smaller character. You can't really do landing nair; it doesn't work against Kirby very much. You have to be like super precise, and you have to hope that they're not ducking. But like, who doesn't duck with Kirby? His duck's very good.
I've heard
you can do fair, but fair does have a lot of lag.
I know that you can do fair.
Yeah.
But I was asking, I had mixed answers when I went to Kirby Court this one time. I said, hey, can you crouch Dolphin Slash? And they said yes. They said no, so I don't know. I do know that if he dares you on the ground, you can just Dolphin Slash and it'll hit him.
Right, yeah.
Most of the time. However, when you're saying...
Or counter. If after the down air hits you, you get like a tiny spot to Dolphin
just
Slash or counter. Yeah. But if Kirby knows that you counter, he'll probably mix it up, so it could be kind of dangerous as well.
Yeah, that's why you Dolphin Slash. But
right.
When you said that Kirby kind of just moves around in the air, let me tell you something. Marth's walk speed is faster than every single character's airspeed.
Yeah.
Even Yoshi, who has the fastest airspeed. Some people are going to say, no, it's Jigglypuff. No, Jigglypuff has the best air acceleration, not the best airspeed. So you can just walk, and you don't commit as much as Juggles. You wait until they're a little bit closer to the ground, and then you can hit them. That's what happens when you're juggling him. I think Kirby is like a higher +2 because we outrange him a lot. He's just a circle, so it's easy to tipper. Like there's almost no hurt box shifting if that affects you. And by the way, because he's a circle, some people say dancing blading, tippering the dancing blade on more round characters is a little bit hard. There's actually a technique that can help a lot. It's forward, up, forward, forward. Use that. You'll tipper DDD, you'll tipper Bowser, K. Rool, Meta Knight, Kirby. A lot easier.
So, Kirby, in my opinion, even. I say it's even. I think we'll feel like we can go on both sides. It's just like something, my personal opinion. I don't think it's gonna really change But people are gonna hate me for that one. But like, again, it's me. Maybe it's just a character I struggle with. I haven't really perfected the matchup, but that's where he stands. I'm putting him in even here. All right, Yoshi. Yoshi is definitely like an advantage for Marth, in my opinion.
Everybody says that. Yoshi coordinate. Yeah, it's a +1.
Yeah, definitely.
Just learn how. Basically, in this matchup, a lot of people they do wrong. Even me, I'm still trying to learn it. Careful for down air. Careful for nair out of shield.
Yep, you just have to hold shield, and as soon as they finish their move, grab them, right, or do whatever.
I think it might have a it doesn't.
I have a problem with like letting go of shield sometimes too, so I just keep getting hit. But if I just keep that in mind, you know, it's not that hard.
Yeah. Also for Yoshi, with his recovery, his double jump that has armor.
Yeah, that's annoying too.
You can footstool him. Yeah, you can footstool him, and that'll get it out. But most of the time you're not gonna get that.
When are you gonna ever footstool him that much? Like, to be honest, especially when they're in the air.
Sours don't really do anything. So in this matchup, it's a lot of ledge trapping. It's more ledge trapping than edge guarding.
Yeah, I feel that. But one thing is kind of annoying to deal with an egg, but again, it's just like you just have to be really patient. Yeah, you just have to be patient, and then it's no problem at all as well. So I'm gonna put him in +2, not +1. I feel like we have more, like just the same amount of advantage as Mario, in my opinion.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Fox.
Okay, am I doing this right? So this plus means that we have the advantage, right? So if it's +3, it means it's easy for us to win, right?
Not necessarily.
That's false.
It just means that you have, statistically, you have
the higher
winning rate.
Okay,
if both players know the matchup and both players are at the same skill level.
I was making sure I was doing it right.
Little Mac, as a character, yes, he's kind of bad in this game.
Yeah,
but
a little bit.
He isn't bad as what you think.
Yes,
He's not. He's not Smash 4 Little Mac, he's Ultimate Little Mac. Now what that means is before he had a lot of -2 matchups. In this game, that's not the case. He isn't an easy win. He still loses a lot of matchups, but they're -1 instead of -2.
Yep.
Yeah, nobody bodies Little Mac.
No, I've never met a time where I just completely demolish a Little Mac unless they're just bad at the game, you know? Like if they don't have if they have fundamentals and they know his frame data, and you don't just spam F smash, they know when to use it right. They use it correctly. You're gonna have a little bit of a hard time with Little Mac, regardless of what plus you are.
So the reason why Little Mac is bad in this game is not because he has -2 matchups, but because almost every character is -1.
He be using up airs and all kinds of stuff. And forward airs, and they work really well, and it's a lot better than you think it is. People haven't really fully optimized Little Mac yet, at least from what I've seen. But
let's put Little Mac in +3 because we win him +3. Yes.
-3?
Forget what we just said.
Wait, no.
I'm joking.
Right here. I still have a hard time with Little Mac, so +2.
+2? Okay.
Alright.
Yeah, I mean, Marcina's like range and...
Yeah, he does have range.
Okay.
Okay.
So we're the exception, guys. We're the exception. And Pikachu.
Oh man, okay, so we're going to Fox. So you can't really run away from Fox, as you know. And Marth is really good at outranging fighter, but if he comes in real quick, it kind of makes up for his low amount of range. So your pretty much are always going to be up close and personal with Fox versus Marth, but that's kind of something Marth kind of struggles with. Really up close and personal. You can use a lot of nair, like dropping down nairs, but it's still going to be pretty difficult. Like you can grab down tilt. You're mostly going to do a lot of down tilts, forward tilts, and grabs against Fox because he's always low to the ground all the time.
Yeah, so here's my opinion. Neutral-wise, Marcina's gonna win because Marcina is, Marcina. They have one of the best neutrals in the game. Fox also has a really good neutral too. It's almost up in par with Marcina. Both of their disadvantages kind of suck a little bit. Marcina kind of a little bit more so, but Marcina's advantage is a little bit better than Fox's. However, I feel like the most determining factor in this matchup is edge guarding.
Yeah,
and
definitely,
we all know
definitely.
that Fox.
I wanted to mention that. Yeah.
Fox and Falco have a worse time recovering than Little Mac, actually.
Yeah, it's actually harder because, like, I've noticed, like, every time I've mastered this, but, like, every time Fox is recovering, it's like, I know when spike. Like, I know the perfect timing because you can see them doing it. You have time to react. You can even hit them while they're in the fire animation, which is, like, so horrible for Fox. And so usually they're forced to use forward B, but usually it's easy to catch with the Nair. So off stage, Marth beats Fox, no problem.
Yeah. I saw this one guy, it was a VOD against a Falco actually, but same thing, except Falco, he has wall jump. He down smashes when the Falco side Bs to the ledge, and it doesn't 2-frame because he didn't get to the ledge yet, but it was like right there, and so you can down tilt 2-frame easily. When he up Bs, you can down air. But a safer option to do sometimes is to counter. So downer and counter, you can do those too.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, so again, a ground game, Fox versus Marth. You know, Fox wins.
Yeah, just slow down the match.
Right, you're gonna have to try to slow down the match somehow, but Fox is like really fast, so it's gonna be hard. But it's possible.
So it's +1.
Yeah, definitely. All right, Pikachu. Oh God, I don't like talking.
It's one of the contenders of Marth's worst matchup. The other one is Greninja. The main problem is T-Jolt most of the time. You can shield it, but he'll grab you. If he'll jump it, he'll over you. So it's a 50-50 there.
Jumping, you could get looped.
Attack through the Thunder Jolt, but the thing is, if you sour, there's almost no hit lag. But if you tipper, you're gonna be frozen for a little while.
Right. Which is dumb.
But we can't really edge guard Pikachu at all. Ledge trapping is...
I've tried. I tried to edge guard someone that wasn't that good at Pikachu.
I actually like this one, Pikachu.
I hate Pikachu.
I love that. I think it's a -1 because I only think most bad matchups are -1s. But looking at your matchup, you might put it a -2 for you.
Yeah,
this is your choice.
I would.
So.
Yeah, I was going to say that. And he's just small. You know, it's kind of hard.
Yeah, small pancake.
To hit him. Yeah, definitely.
Actually,
forward tilts get those kills,
tilt
though.
Or tipper up tilt.
Yeah, those really get the kills. Since he's a light character, you can't get those kills like that. I would say, like, if I'm looking at like Samus or Link, you know, I wouldn't want to fight Pikachu, and I would rather fight those guys because these guys, at least you can actually get those combos in. Pikachu, you literally get no combos. It's really just poke and run.
Not necessarily.
I don't really see much combos. Juggles, yeah, but not really combos. You don't really see those that much. And it's definitely -2 for me, for Pikachu.
Luigi. Okay.
No, if you were gonna hate my opinion on this one.
Okay, I'll have you go first.
So Luigi, bro, I feel like Luigi got advantage, actually, like a slight advantage, or even one or the other. Okay, so if we're talking like off stage, Luigi versus Marth. Marth wins. You guys, Luigi obviously has to do a little rocket, which is stupid.
Missile. Yeah.
And the second he doesn't have like his rocket active, you can just go for forward air. He's practically dead, right?
Yeah, just easy against.
Even like, up B, it's easy to spike. It's pretty easy to spike, at least from what I've seen. The ground game is, I don't know if I have mastered it or what, but this is like pretty much really difficult. If people use Zare grab Luigi, a lot of Zare grabs and fireballs, like, you know how they hit you with like the falling plumber at the end, like the plunger.
The Zare.
Yeah, the Zare grab. Pretty much,
Zare to Zare.
If it hits you, he can grab again, and if you block it, he can still grab you. And it's super annoying. So the range of the grab is practically, it acts like a projectile. Yeah, it may not be a projectile, but I feel like it's just as annoying as a projectile.
One thing like right from the start of the match, Luigi's gonna go for Zero to Death because you know that's what it is.
Right, that's what every Luigi goes for in every single beginning stock.
I don't care who you are and what you think, whatever you do, platform camp him.
Yeah, that's what I do. I didn't know if it was right, but it felt right, and then I was actually doing something.
When you are at like, as soon as you break the percent where he can not Zero to Death you anymore, I think it's like just slightly above 20, maybe, because like he can like skip to the second part of it if he does.
Right.
You just once he skips 20, then you can start playing how you want. Let me think. Luigi, insanely good combos.
Way too good. If he doesn't get the Zero to Death, he's gonna find another way.
He has a frame 1 disadvantage escape option because it's his down B is an invincible frame 1. But honestly, I think it's still +2 because Marcina outranges him. I mean, yeah, he has Zair, but dash dance.
I know this guy that was like just all he did was spam Zair. He was kind of just running away camping the whole time.
Wi-Fi warrior.
Yeah, if you know he's gonna outrange him, that's what the Luigi's going to do, right? And I'm looking at this as all these players are good. They're good players. So they're obviously gonna, try to camp me out with Luigi. And the fact that Luigi can camp you out is just crazy to me. Like, I don't think it should be a thing. I mean, I've been camped out hard by Luigi's, even if I'm like really patient. I don't know, I just haven't seemed to get the grasp of Luigi.
I actually just thought of something that might... This is good. So, Luigi. I feel like maybe the matchup will be Sonic, but against a plumber.
What?
Because Sonic, in the Wi-Fi area, he's gonna camp you, he's gonna time you out, because that's what he does. By the way, Sonic is hype, don't at me.
Sonic is hype, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. He is hype.
He's hype. Facts.
So, yeah, he's gonna camp you, try to time you out. But Luigi, not necessarily time you out. Like, yeah, it is viable in some situations, but he's gonna camp you. If you have the percent lead, camp him a little bit more. Have him come to you.
Because that's the only way you're gonna... And make sure to, like, use a lot of spot dodge or rolls.
Yes.
Those help against Luigi. Or at least when I've experienced. When he does Fireball as well, if he does jump Fireball, you actually can... that's actually a moment to go in, actually, as well. That's what I learned from Luigi. As soon as they do that, they have lag after the Fireball. So you can if you jump behind the Fireball, you can get into forward air or something. I'm gonna put Luigi's slight disadvantage.
For you? Okay, it's your tier list.
Yeah, you're like the complete off all the way here. You say, like, people aren't gonna agree with my tier list, but I'm sorry, bro. Unless there's some complete god that comes out of nowhere and kind of like, yo, this ain't right, Teaches someone, sensei teaches me the ways of how to fight Luigi or how to fight Kirby. This ain't gonna change, Okay, so Ness. Nesses are really easy, like, to beat, honestly. Like, for Marth.
Be careful with Side Magnet, because he can mix up his options. If PK fires, do not SDI. Do not SDI. What you do is you DI. Because if you SDI, you're going to stay in PK fire for longer, so just DI away, DI up. But you can also just Dolphin Slash through PK fire as a mix-up.
Sometimes, yeah. Or if you, like, see it coming, you actually have a little bit of time to counter. But it's not always smart because they can grab you afterwards.
No, I wouldn't counter because if you counter, then there's still going to be the fire effects, and then as soon as your invincibility goes away from the counter, you're going to get hit.
Sometimes, but sometimes I'm actually able to manage it. It just happens sometimes, but yeah, but it's not really always feasible like that. He's just light. He's really light. He's easy to juggle because he's really floaty. You can get those really early up air kills.
Up B is, not up B. His up B is pretty easy to...
Yeah, you can counter his recovery. He's easy to juggle, easy to combo. The only thing he really got on you is, that PK fire. But, like, other than that, you're good to go. That's why Ness is definitely, like, +3, like, easy, easier for Marth. Yeah. But I have lost against nests. There's been some really craziness that are just like really good at like maneuvering around. So it is you can still lose, like I said, like we said.
Falcon.
You think that Captain Falcon has advantage over Marth?
No.
Okay,
we have advantage over him.
I was like, no.
Yeah.
I think we have the advantage, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Because of his body too. He's really easy to confirm. Like he has that body.
Don't get Falcon punched. That's an unbeatable move.
Easy to combo, especially with the sours, bro. It's easy to combo with the sours. Landing the Tipper F smash has like never been easier on Captain Falcon. It's like really easy to land it. His combos work on Marth too. You can get away with an up B out of a combo sometimes. If like he's
sometimes.
like a split second
I'd risk
lane.
it if you know, like
you know 100%.
Don't do it too often.
Right. That too, because he can just wait for the counter and then go for something else and then take you off stage. Yeah. You're dead.
The knee of justice.
Yeah.
Guess what? I got a sword. Don't care.
He is fast, so he can, if you miss something like a forward tilt, he can like run in with the dash attack real fast.
So, +1, leaning close to it. Even.
Yeah, definitely like he's pretty easier to beat. But Captain Falcon is really good. He's been receiving a lot of buffs too. He's just a really solid character. I've never really saw Captain Falcon and felt, oh, I'm gonna beat him easy, right? I know that.
Like, okay, so he's gonna down B, he's gonna side B if they're Wi-Fi warrior. If they're not, then I'm just gonna outrange him.
Right, you're kind of like forced to outrange it because he does have range too. Captain Falcon's, if you with fundamentals, is crazy. I've never fought like a Captain Falcon and been super competent. Like I've been like kind of
Puff. So what I said about Kirby, same thing applies to Puff.
Yep.
Except she got rest.
The combo.
And like if she pounds, don't worry about pound really. Yeah, it'll break your shield if you shield too much, but don't shield as much and outrange her. Honestly, the best thing you can do in this matchup is walk and F tilt.
Right. F tilt's always been super effective.
So I think I said I put Kirby in +2 as Jigglypuff. I still think it's +2 for. I mean, I put +2 for Kirby, but for Jigglypuff, +2, but a little bit closer to +1.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree with this because you can just run away. Like I've just kind of like ran away from Jigglypuff and just easy punishes. I don't know, Kirby just feels different for me. Like I don't know what it is exactly, but like Kirby's always been harder.
Hit up the Kirby Cord. They're pretty friendly. You can ask for some matchup.
I probably will, but for now, Kirby stays at an even matchup.
Okay.
All right, so we're gonna put +2 for us.
Okay.
All right, so
Daisy,
Peach and Daisy.
+1, because like they have extremely good advantage, but they struggle with swords.
Yeah.
Marth being a sword character, he rolls them out.
Body
the thing with Marth is he has sour spots, which will combo, and he got two nippers, which will kill.
So, Confirms haven't been that hard on them either. You just have to watch out for that fruit. As soon as they miss, not the fruit, the vegetable. As soon as they miss the vegetable, it's your time. You know, to run in it, do something. All right, so +1 or 2.
Whatever you want. I think it's like I don't know. I think it's a higher +1 or a lower +2.
But they are top tiers, and they can float around. They can float around and just kind of like camp you.
Oh, and also, their dance and play them is pretty easy. You just need to learn where their hurt box is because their dress can like kind of be like, where am I supposed to hit? You're supposed to hit like around their ankles, and you'll just.
Okay. Yeah. +1. Yep. So Bowser, you know, you can counter his recovery very easy. Sours don't work on Bowser, even if I land or jump with like a sour.
It's because he has tough guy.
Right.
Tough guy kind of like, so you're gonna have to feel like grab up air, and then you're most of the time.
And they have to be tippers, like even like sour up air, he can just kind of like use nair out of it. That's why heavies are so annoying against Marth, like most of them, because like they have that tough guy armor, and they just kind of break through sours, which makes sour useless.
Bowser is the only one who has tough guy. If you're thinking of like heavy armor,
King K. Rool does the same thing.
K. Rool, yeah.
That's why K. Rool's annoying. Okay, so
yeah.
Plus K. Rool has projectiles, so that's even more annoying.
Yes. Bowser, I feel like it's like the DK matchup, but it's less snowball-y.
I think it's harder to fight Bowser than it is Donkey Kong for Marth.
Interesting.
Constant damage and like up B immediately, you know.
Actually, here's a secret of how I get a lot of tippers on heavies. And so here's a secret, actually, that I use when I'm trying to tipper big boys, and it actually is really effective. So let's take Mario for example. He's kind of a skinny guy, skinny character, so you just aim for the center of his body. You're like, okay, sweet, got the tipper. For Bowser and for, you know, K. Rool, DDD, Donkey Kong, and the big boys, you don't want to aim for the center because you're just going to sour.
Right,
you wanna, aim for like 2 units away, 2 or 3 units, like, you know, in training mode, little tiny squares.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually not 2 and 3, thinking about it. Just like aim so that like
with like heavies, you actually have to hit the tip.
Yeah.
Like you actually have to get the end of the sword to the
aim for like just outside their centers, and you'll get more tippers.
Yeah, well, like for like the small characters like Mario, you have to hit like the center, right where the head is. But then heavies is like you actually have to hit the tip, so it's accurate like tip against the heavies. What you have to do.
So
it's
plus like, 1 for Bowser.
Yeah. Ice climbers. I've always found ice climbers really annoying. They have those. They kind of have those camping tools, but all you have to really do is like separate them and then punish one of them, right? And kind of throw them away. So that once they die, it's kind of really no problem at all. These guys are kind of insane.
Yeah, so like, if the icy player does not know how to desync, automatically plus 3. Just out of question. Because like Marth outranges, he can sort of edge guard if they side B, try to side B. But if they do know their desyncs, I think it's plus 2 because they know their desyncs.
Yeah, definitely. Platform camping is really good against ice climbers too. Alright, plus 2. Alright, Sheik.
Okay, I think Sheik is even. So on my own tier list, I sort of have like in my head, my own range of, okay, these are kind of the gatekeepers. Sheik is a gatekeeper of advantage and slight disadvantage. But I think she's a little bit leaning closer more towards even. Yeah.
I never really saw Sheik as a threat. Like, he really needs to get in there, and he's a light character, which means I can outrange him, and I can get those sour confirms very easily. I've never really seen Sheik as a threat at all. Like,
they're a threat because of their combos. It's not so much for, but
combos aren't the best though. Like, yeah, you can get those loops, but that's the only way.
They're because of how quick they are, how fast they are, and their combos do work on Marth. Like, yeah, you can jump away, but that's rare. If the Sheik knows what they're doing, you're gonna take like
that makes sense.
20. Yeah.
The damage isn't that strong though. Like, the only way they can really get them is like off stage. Then they can really gimp you.
Yeah, most of the time, Sheik is going to win neutral more times. But she does that for every character because of her damage output. And Marth, guess what? We got Tipper. Can kill her at 20.
Right, exactly. I've killed a Sheik that early.
Even.
I'm gonna put plus 1. I feel like Sheik is still pretty easy. Zelda.
Phantom.
That's the most annoying thing. Yeah. Phantom is a pain.
Learn how to play around Phantom, and when you learn that, she's I'd say plus 1.
Really annoying is the stupid diamond, the neutral beat. The neutral bee.
Neighbor's Love.
Yeah, the neutral bee can be used to like stop my art recovery. Actually, like I've never seen any Zeldas really do it, but like there be Zeldas that drop off stage and use neutral bee, so my up bee would actually just get gimped, and he can just keep doing that. And then while you're off stage, you can use the side bee, you know, the little flare.
Gets fire.
Right, and then that thing kills you early. So that's the one thing that annoys me.
I think she actually has the most powerful up air in the game.
Yeah,
it could be
her
wrong,
up air is crazy. Her up air is crazy, and Marth does have a hard time landing.
Yeah, I feel like our advantage though is significantly better.
Oh yeah,
than Zelda when we get in. So that's really what makes and break it. So
yeah,
+1.
+1, yeah, +1 or even, because again, it is easy to combo. Is really good advantage for us. But then our disadvantage is pretty bad. I'm gonna put her in even.
Dr. Mario.
I can't say nothing. You know, I always lose against Dr. Mario every single time. I don't know what it is, bro. I can't win against Dr. Mario. I'm not gonna say nothing. Go ahead and take this one.
Okay. Dr. Mario is like Mario, but you need to be careful because he has his down B, which can kill extremely early.
Yes.
His pills are
super annoying.
Like, yeah, they're pretty good.
They bounce too, so they cover jump, which is super annoying.
Yeah.
At least shore hop.
But the thing is, he's slower than Mario, and he doesn't press as many buttons as Mario. So camp him a little bit harder and outrange him, and you'll just edge guard him because he has a kind of recovery, and you'll be okay. So I'd say +3 or +2, one of the two.
Oh my god. He feels so hard to beat though.
You just need to learn the matchup. Hashtag get good.
+3. Okay, so Pichu and Marth, like you can kill him almost at any percent. Like,
and you can camp him because he self-damages.
Yeah,
he's like Pikachu, but you can camp him.
But it's easier. But he's smaller, which makes it even harder to hit. Every time I fight Pichu, it's always spamming down tilt. Because, like, he's ground game. Like, he's always staying on the ground really low. Forward tilt is also kills mad early against Pichu.
Thank goodness it's not pre-patch.
I know, thank God. Thank God, though.
Yeah. I put him as even because he's Pikachu, but, like, you know, we can camp him a little bit more. And he's lighter.
Right, he's still, like, really good. He's still, like...
Yeah.
He's still, like, good as Pikachu. Yeah, even. I can agree with that. Fucko! So we're gonna apply some of the things that we did with Fox here.
He's a little bit different.
He is a little bit. He's actually better than Fox.
Different.
He's better than Fox, though. That's what I think, personally.
I honestly think Fox is the best spacey, but like all the spaces are all really good.
Yeah, Fox. The thing is, Falco, his combos are just more consistent. His kill confirms are really good.
I feel like he actually, yeah, his combo games are a little bit better, but I feel like he has, like he does kill. He definitely does kill, but he's a harder time killing than Fox is, slightly.
How?
And his recovery.
I don't see that, bro. I don't see that. You know how good his F smash is, dude, and his back air. And Fox only really got up air. Sorry, up smash, and up. Yeah, well, he can kill the up air, but it's harder.
Yeah. But he has a shorter side B and a shorter up B, but he does have a wall jump, so just ban stages with walls.
Right.
And I mean, he can still wall jump on like you know, like Battlefield or Final Destination. It's gonna be harder, a little bit harder, but they'll still do it. You just need to be careful with his electro.
And his gun has more of a purpose.
Yeah.
It's way better. It's actually harder if the guy knows how to use gun. Like if he'll be like jumping and shooting his laser and kind of stop your aerial. It's kind of really annoying.
So the main thing in this matchup is Falco wants you to approach you, so he's going to try to get an advantage early game. That way you have him. Don't let him do that.
So Fox is right there. We would probably put him even because he does still have those disadvantages, and Marth can really take advantage of them.
Mm-hmm. I still think it's +1, but like a little closer to even.
I think he's even. I think he's even. because he has a projectile now. Fox doesn't. He goes, but it doesn't do nothing. Oh, Lucina. Marth has the advantage against Lucina.
Can I take this? Can I take this one?
Maybe. One? Go ahead, say your opinion.
Okay. 1 sec. I gotta. Okay, here we go.
Okay.
Gotta compose myself. Marth versus Lucina is +1. Do you know why? Here's why. Yes, they have the same advantage. Yes, they have the same disadvantage. The real difference between Marth and Lucina is their advantage. Oh, wait, did I say advantage? They have the same neutral. Sorry. Same neutral, same disadvantage. Different advantages. Marth can, tech chase her, and he gets a lot better off of tech chase.
His tech chases have way more significant difference than Lucina's does. Yeah, on top of that, though.
Lucina, her edge guarding is better than Marth's. Yeah, it's better than Marth's. However, in this matchup, you're not going to edge guard, really. You're going to be ledge trapping. And who's the king of ledge trapping?
Marth. Hell yeah, bro. Marth has a way better ledge trap game than Lucina does.
Same range, except for his down B. And because he has the exact same range, you're going to be spacing at the same ranges. So he's going to get more tippers when he needs them. He needs them the most.
That makes sense, yeah, because since you're both kind of forced to play at one range, Marth can get a tipper, almost more consistently. Yep. Yeah! Take that, Lucina! Alright, we going to Young Link here. Obviously, we have a disadvantage against Young Link. Super fast, good frame data, projectiles, camping, which is everything Marth hates.
I actually think it's still an advantage. I think it's worse than
Link.
What? It's a worse matchup than Link. I think, yeah, it's a worse matchup than Link because he has faster, but it's still the Link matchup because that disadvantage, you just get in like a puzzle. His recovery is...
I don't know, bro. This guy's way too fast. Everything is too fast. Bro, this is definitely disadvantage. I don't know what you're talking about. Advantage.
It's your list. It's your list.
Bro, I'm putting him with Pikachu. I don't know what you're saying.
You just Squirtle.
Oh shoot. Nah, get out of here, Squirtle. Bam. That's how it goes. I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway. Alright, we got
guys, don't worry.
We got Ganondorf here, first off.
+3.
Definitely. You still get the combos, everything. He's just a really easy character to beat, to be honest. I don't know, we don't really need to say much. Everyone would agree that that's +3, right?
Most of the thing is startup frames, really. I feel like that's most
definitely.
Of it.
Definitely.
Mewtwo, he is even or +1.
No. Mewtwo, +2 or 3. What are you talking about?
No.
Yes. His body's the biggest in the world. He extends all your hitboxes for you with that tail. He dies early because he's a light character. He only has one projectile. He has short range besides the tail moves. Bro, I don't really see him at all.
No.
He's +3. That's all. I feel like he's just as bad as Ganon.
Okay, you need to put a disclaimer in the description saying, "Hey, this is mostly my opinions. Omega just helps to talk it out." I'm not putting my head. I'm not going to get guillotined.
You're saying this is a bad opinion, huh? No.
I'm not getting guillotined by the masses.
Oh yeah, this is gonna be on my channel, so unless you want to post on yours, but bro, I don't know what you're talking about. +1, nah. So you're saying
go to Mewtwo Cord.
Mewtwo, no, because I know what's gonna happen. First of all, you're gonna say that Lucina and Mewtwo are on the same spectrum when going versus each other. Marth has the same advantage with Marth and Lucina. No, it's much harder to fight Lucina than it is Mewtwo. Way harder. Definitely up here or up here. Which I'm gonna say up there. +3. Mewtwo.
I have spoken.
Mewtwo is one of the worst characters in the game, anyway. I'm telling you.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Let's do Croy together because, yeah, they're different characters, but I feel like the same
disadvantage and advantage.
Yeah, it's just that Chrom has Leech's counter is up B. I mean, if it's a really good Chrom, they can space it, and if you counter it, you'll get hit and you'll die for it. But it's a very, very specific place they have to be in, so it's a little bit harder. But even if you would just get the down tilt, they're dead, really.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Neutral. Yes, they are faster, but guess what? We have more range, and we have better startup frames. +1.
I'm cool putting in +2. They're just as hard to fight as Lucina. Yeah, definitely. Like, pretty much you can edge guard these, Roy and Chrom, but you can't, like, not as much as you can Lucina, you know?
Mm-hmm. Okay, Game & Watch. I feel like the same thing applies to Mario. He presses a lot of buttons, but slow down the pace, and...
No, he camps like a...
Yeah. Like,
he can jump around, throw bombs everywhere, like a maniac.
Have you played a campy Mario? That's what Game & Watch is.
A campy Mario isn't as hard as a Game & Watch.
Yeah, I'd say +2 for Game & Watch.
I have the complete opposite opinion. I think that Mr. Game & Watch has advantage against us. Yeah. Right here. I think Mr. Game & Watch is one of the top characters in the game.
I mean, yeah, he's pretty good, definitely.
Way too good, bro. His back air is like one of the best. Bro, it's crazy. His neutral air is one of the best. He's crazy, and he can camp you. It's like... He's just as hard to fight as Pikachu.
Okay. If you say so.